everyone, my name is Anuja and I'm from SuperGrads, and today we will be talking about this wonderful examination called IPMAT. Now, those of you who are not aware of what this exam is all about, this is conducted by IIM Indore, and it is your gateway, it is your passport to an integrated degree, a wonderful integrated degree, BBA plus MBA, that you can do from their institution. And for that, right after you write your 12th exam, you have to write this objective exam, basically objective exam, which is IPMAT. So today, as I am a language trainer, my discussion to you is about the verbal ability part of IPMAT. Of course, there will be separate videos where we'll be talking about the quantitative techniques, the maths section of IPMAT. You can watch those at your convenience. The people who clear IPMAT have to undergo a written ability test and a personal interview. And of course, we at SuperGrads have released separate videos for that. You can go ahead and watch those videos to get more idea about how to prepare. So this discussion from now onwards is going to focus on the verbal ability preparation of IPMAT. And in these current times, I have mentioned IPMAT 2020 on my screen here because it went some changes. And first of all, I'll make you aware of the changes that were done in the examination from verbal ability point of view. So the first change was in the number of questions. Earlier, there were more questions, but this time you got only 30 questions to do in the verbal ability part, and you got 30 minutes for that. It's quite obvious that speed is going to be a deciding factor here because not all questions were very straightforward. There were some questions that required considerable amount of reading, and if you do not read, then you'll not be able to finish it, or at least sometimes even see it in 30 minutes. So 30 minutes, 30 questions, that was the thing. For every correct answer, 4 marks will be given, and for every incorrect answer, 1 mark will be deducted. That means negative marking is also a Damocles sword that will be hanging over your heads, and you need to ensure that your accuracy is all right. If it's not great, then it's at least all right. Okay, so that is the format. And now let me get even deeper into it. Let's look at it at the microscopic level. What are the topics that were asked in the verbal ability section? So there were these topics, for instance, I have mentioned here so that you get an idea of the kind of skills that they were checking in an aspirant. So let me first talk about paragraph completion. Here they are checking how well you understand a particular paragraph, because only if you understand it, you will be able to complete it, right? So paragraph completion is one exercise. Then you have got word usage. You are not only required to know the meaning of a particular word, but you must know its usage. If we give you a fill in the blank question, or if we give you a usage question, you should be able to tell which word fits here, which word does not, even if those words are close synonyms. Sometimes that happens. Words vary in their connotations, they vary in their denotations, and you really need to check if they fit or not. So word usage is one thing. Then parajumbles, another great exercise to check your command on comprehension. They give you a paragraph, but like a jigsaw puzzle, it's all jumbled up, and you're supposed to decide what is the correct order of sentences. Okay, then what is a summary question? So summary question, we will be checking here the kind of gist, the kind of essence that you are able to derive. You know, Albert Einstein, Richard Feynman, so many great minds have said so many great things about summary making. If you cannot simplify something, that means you haven't understood it at all. So that's another way of checking how specific your comprehension is. Are you able to summarize things or not? Okay, so that is summary making. Reading comprehension, you get a passage and you're supposed to answer questions based on it. That's a reading comprehension passage. Students, it is one of the most dreaded and one of the most sought after, I should say, question type as well. Dreaded from the point of view of students and sought after from the point of view of examiner, because this can cover a length and breadth of topics. You know, there can be say topic articles from economics and management and different genres. Of course, no additional information is to be used, but still I can check your familiarity with the subject matter. So, and then fill in the blanks, and not just vocabulary based fill in the blanks, grammar based fill in the blanks too. So your basic knowledge of parts of speech, figures of speech, how well you understand their usage, common errors that we in India, not being native speakers, we tend to make a lot of those mistakes. So, do you have a handle on those? So, basically, if I see all these topics, I see a lot of questions checking your comprehension, because comprehension is a very important part, right? Then I see a lot of questions checking your verbal ability, that is the kind of your diction, your understanding of words, whether you can use them properly or not, and then some questions checking your basic knowledge of grammar. This is all. This is the entire spectrum of the topics that they ask you in IPMAT. Now, how to prepare about that is a question that we must discuss. See, there is SuperGrads material, of course. If you are our student, there is very comprehensive material that you can use. We have got questions covering every topic and more there. But then you can pick up some good books also, right? For your grammar needs, you can pick up Renan Martin. And if some of you feel that that is a bit too technical for me, then you can probably pick up a book called English is Easy. That also has grammar and it simplifies grammar for you. So Renan Martin, otherwise English is Easy for grammar. For vocabulary, English is Easy again has great vocabulary. As I said, Supergrads material has some great vocabulary questions. Otherwise, you can go for Word Power Made Easy. That's a good book. You can buy any question bank. So let us say you buy question bank from Arihant, and you will find all sorts of comprehension questions. You will find all sorts of vocabulary questions, and you will get great practice. So TMH, Arihant, these are some great publications. You can solve the questions, and more than solving, your focus should be on analyzing, because I always feel that one does not learn a lot from the questions that he get right, but he learns a lot from questions that he get wrong. So when you analyze your wrong question, when you see the explanation and you understand, okay, what mistake I made, that is your path to progress. So along with solving questions from any of these resources, you must also cultivate a very religious habit of reading newspapers, reading monthly magazines, reading novels, but you must read, because the person who does that gets very intuitively, naturally good at solving any of these questions. So you must have a daily newspaper reading habit. You can begin with the Times of India, but that gets too easy. You and I both know that you should slowly move on to the Hindu or the Indian Express. You can go for some great monthly magazines like Frontline or Reader's Digest. There are some great magazines that you can read. And I can also tell you a lot about novels. Please let me know if you want me to. But just cultivate a very religious reading habit, so that all this question solving, all this speed building, we need to build speed, right? We discussed in the beginning that speed is going to play a very important role. So the more you read, the faster you become. It's as simple as that. I have also made some strategy videos where I've talked about how should you read so that you can understand more in less time. I suggest if you're looking for tips like those, you can watch that video as well. And this combination strategy where you're practicing questions and you are using the language, you're speaking in it, you're reading it, you're writing sometime, and you're listening to other people when they're speaking it, is going to be a big help while clearing this exam, which is IPMAT. And not just the multiple choice question part, but also it will help tremendously in your written ability test and your personal interview, because there your how you write and how you speak, that is also going to be tested, right? So I hope this was useful for you. You have understood everything that I had to say to you today. If at all there are any questions, do let us know. We'll be really happy to help you out. Keep studying. That is the only way forward, and hoping all the very best for you. Thank you so much.